because they have a mission to achieve.
So, Ngaira, is this what you saw? Is this the fear that Renaissance movement and walked out?
October 1st.
And why couldn't you just sit down with Linda Mwananchi, as it were, as founding members to deal with the problem?
That's what I want to tell you. October 1st, 2025, last year, a day just before IEBC clears candidates for the by-election that was going to happen in November, we make a decision that ODM is no longer our home. And ODM was not going to give us space to compete on their platform for any other future political formation. And we decide that there is need to have a party. You understand, Dennis?
Mm-hmm.
Then I go for the by-election because there was no room then to do a party. We go for the by-election. The by-election was November. 9 candidates in Malava. I came forth, and then we come back to Nairobi. We decided what is the name of the party. You understand? Fast forward, January this year, January 10th, we have our second meeting, and the registrar informs us that our certificate for provisional registration is ready. The week that followed, I think a Wednesday or Thursday, so because Sunday, the meeting was on, the 10th meeting was on a Sunday, so 11th, 12th, 13th, on a Wednesday, we go to the IBC, to the office of the Registrar of Political Party, RPP, and we formally receive our the clearance for PM Party, which was covered with the entire media.
Mm-hmm.
That was 8 months ago, before we did the first rally for Linda Mwananchi. It was way ahead of time. You understand? There was no Linda Mwananchi at that time, do. We believed that the country needs a clean start. And we believed in Sifuna, and we believe that if there's anybody that is closer to what we as PM believe in, is Sifuna, and that's why we want that clean slate. And we did not agree with the many other factions that came into play. That's why people have been asking, and I think you asked even Caleb, why are you no longer in the Linda Mwananchi rallies? That has been a question he's been asked.
Yes.
It's because we saw along the way, and Stella, she's right.
But he didn't tell us that. He told us that on the days when there was
for him because you can ask him.
No. I asked the question directly. Yeah. And I asked him, why have you not been there? Are you still part of the thing? And he said, no. Well, on the last few occasions, he's been busy, but he's still part of it. Is that a lie?
I'm prepared. I just talked to him this morning.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So that has changed.
I'm telling you that along the way, and Stella, what she's alluding to is very correct. There are people who then became, we started getting new players on our platforms that we truly felt like they do not represent what we're trying to achieve. And also, I've told you from the lessons we've learned. Remember, Derek, we've been around for a while. I might not look. Sorry, I keep forgetting. There's some guy called Derek I know as well. So, Dennis, I keep saying that one lesson that I learned from the corporate sector is that there are people who are supposed not to be carried away with just the sideshows on the stage. They need to look at what is happening from behind the scenes. And Stella, she's right. Follow the money, look at the allies that somebody is keeping. It means we are no longer on the same page as to what we had, the original dream of what we wanted to achieve. And that's why we decided to look back and say, wait a minute, why is this and this guy now here? What is his interest in this group? Who could be the beneficiary of his actions within this formation? You understand? And when you go deeper to that, then you realize the kind of things Stella, she's alluding to. That there are people who really wanted Linda to veer off the original mission, yet us, we were clear that if 8.2 million Kenyans did not see it worth it to go and vote, and that number has since grown with the Gen Z and the increasing number of progressive Kenyans, I think they're saying now is at around 11 million, those ones you can consider young and young voters, a big base that any political party can run with, because you get 80% of that is almost 9 million votes. You can win an election with that, isn't it? We say, let's go big on this group and bank on this group and go all the way. Then there are people who come with ethnic titles. We are equally disappointed, Stella, with the idea that our brother Sifuna has been dragged to Western Kenya, where he could have gotten just an automatic base. I've been there and people already like him. He doesn't really need to. It's one of those areas, and I was there 2 weeks ago. Sifuna, and I think from the funeral that we had on Friday, you can see he doesn't really need to do a lot of effort there. But to drag him back there, and even worse, from a communication point of view, to see that the people discussing Sifuna party are the local villagers on the other side, completely gives that first party a face of, a regional party, as opposed to what we've done. We did a very beautiful NDC. I think you saw it.
But Linda Mwananchi is not a party. No, I know this is not my show, but can we also ask who's the beneficiary of Caleb walking alone?
No. You see, in a free and democratic...
So we shouldn't ask that question?
No, I'm just saying, in a free and democratic space, we are free. And that's why I've given you the history of our party. It was there way before this Linda thing.
Absolutely. Can we ask who's the beneficiary of him walking alone?
You see, when somebody makes a political decision in a free and democratic state, in a free and democratic space, it's enough that it fits the purpose as to why he believes I've built this formation. For us is to be able to. Originally, we had thought within the Linda group that now that the vision to deliver a new generation of leaders within the Linda Mwananchi is failing, we have to build a real board, because Linda was not a party, as you say.
Still
Linda can't take you to parliament tomorrow, but